Trades. I haven't posted a video in a while. There wasn't much to say. Markets have been just ranging, in my opinion. My targets that I've given previously still hold, whether for Bitcoin or Ethereum, Solana, Litecoin, all the coins. The last video I think I posted, I was talking about the Litecoin halving incoming, and that we usually have a run up before the halving, then we have a dump. Now going back into Litecoin, we did have that small move down. However, the move can go even further down. Remember the targets I gave you? I said we could even be seeing the $36 range, I think. I can't remember clearly. But if you watch the previous videos that I made or on Litecoin or the last live that I made, I mentioned it. Because usually just before the run-up, just before the halving, we have a run-up, price goes up. And then as the run-up, as the halving happens, you see price starts moving down, and we looking at historical values or numbers, I've noticed that Litecoin drops about roughly 70 to 80%. So if I take a ruler over here, and this is when the halving happened, and we go down 70%, that will bring you down to 27, around $27. So if anything, Litecoin could be going down to $27. However, we have CPI this week, and CPI could give us a run up for this week into the CPI. For Bitcoin, I haven't longed, and I'm not longing. It looks like price is moving up, but I would expect a rejection. My targets for Bitcoin, initial target, which may be hit when Tokyo market opens in about 3 hours and 42 minutes from now. 30,000 and 30,059, $30,060. It's where we sold off dramatically last time. If you go to the 4-hourly and you look at it, you would notice that last time we got to 30,060 over here. We had a nice sell, so that could be a nice point to short if you want to take a chance and short, or you could wait for the trend line rejection at around 30,250, or wait for the value area high of this May 2022 fixed range volume profile that comes in at around 30,656. We're having the push up just before the New York closes. In terms of EMAs, we have no EMAs above us on the daily, on the 4-hourly. We are above all EMAs in most time frames, so that is a good sign. That tells you that momentum is to the upside, so you should be leaning long. But for you to confirm that this is gonna be a confirmed breakout, if we want to really say that this is long, we need to see a move to the upside followed by a retracement. Say on the 4-hourly, we retrace to the 50 EMA, which at the moment is at around over here 29,300. It should move with time. You want to see the retrace, then you can confirm the move up. Longing now is that you might be longing into a retrace, so you might be red for a while. Anything can happen. This is not financial advice, this is just my opinion. I would like to see, before getting bullish, Bitcoin to break the 31.8. Once we can break the 31.8, a sustained break above it, then we could say Bitcoin is bullish. Anything that happens now is just retraced or pullbacks. Now going quick onto the dollar index, you can see the dollar index is positive for the day. We had a pullback, but we haven't broken down the 50 EMA. We're still holding it. This would usually look bearish if it was an altcoin or crypto. I would be shorting this. 800 EMA was struggling here and would break down, but anything can happen now. CPI is incoming. We a lot of times have a run up into CPI, then we could have a dump. You can see the Nasdaq over here, US 100, US 30, the SPY are all red, while crypto is rallying, so they're not moving in sync. The VIX is high. You can see the VIX. The VIX tells you that there are more puts than calls. That means people are leaning more short for the S&P 500 than long. So yeah, Ethereum on the other hand, Uh, Still trying to push up. We are above the 1850, which was a zone I have marked out, and that is your zone of support, but we're hitting the point of control and getting rejected. However, it's not a very strong rejection. We're still having momentum pushing up despite the rejection, but let's see, we might have another test, form a double top, or if Ethereum can continue, the next zone is the 1914 and the value area high 1928, where we could see some action or push down. Because as you can see, this zone, we had these wicks. This is a zone of interest. We have these wicks, this wick and this wick at the value area high and at this 1914 zone. So we've been wicking this zone before we dropped. So if we come up there, that would be a good zone to drop or short. Solana has the chances of rallying to maybe $25 or $26. We got close to that. We could even rally a bit higher, hit the $26 zone. 25.731 is a zone I mention always. If we can hold that, then we have a chance to move up. This move down for Solana, I believe, is not finished. I might be wrong, due to now having this CPI coming this week. Then we might have some things that are out of the norm. They won't move according to TA because it's news-based. Quant, on the other hand, is holding the 101. If you're above the 101, then that's good. You have chances of moving up. 101.5, 114. If you had these zones, you know these zones, I marked it out for a long time. So if we're above 101.5, there are chances we could have a rally up there, or sometimes we could fail, but we could come up. So this is a good zone, around a good zone to long if you wanted to try a long for quant. But this move down tells me you had this move down, you had this range, and this entire move down could have a partner leg to the downside. So this was from 162 all the way to 94. That is around $70. So from here you could drop $70 if you're going to form a one-to-one extension. That would be crazy for quant. I don't see that happening immediately. I might be wrong. We could rally up if we can hold the 101 and hold the 114. Litecoin, as I said, after the halving, I was expecting lower prices. We didn't come down to that $73 zone, but if we come down and fail below the 73, then that could open doors to come as low as the 48 again. You could come down. If you lose the 73, which is essentially this point of support, then you could come down to the next point of support at around 55, or even break down. That's my update on these coins. I have one more coin that I was watching yesterday. It was a probable good short, but I was very busy. Didn't have much time on the chart, but it was a coin that had a crazy move despite everything holding down. It's this coin, LPT. We moved up, hit the value area high of this range, got rejected, held, next candle, next daily candle opened, and we moved higher. We spiked up. So this would be, if you waited, this would have been, let me show you. This candle over here, this was a Tokyo candle. And then this next candle would probably be around the Hong Kong candle. So the Tokyo candle, before Tokyo, Sydney pushed us up, Tokyo held, and then Hong Kong went even higher. And then you can see you could have made those gains by just using fixed range volume profile. And ever since that pump, we've dropped at least 10%. What is this? 18%. That was a good dump. And since you lost the value area high, or got rejected at the value area high, the next zone would be the POC. You lost the POC. You can't make this up. You came to the value area high over here. You came back to the POC, lost POC. Perfect value area low. Value area low, you will bounce back to the POC. That's what you're looking for. So the next daily candle could pump this coin another 8% up or 10% up. If it's going to play in the fixed range volume profile, if it's going to bing bong around, bounce around. about 11%. So if you look at it on a 1 hourly time frame and you try to pull the fixed range volume profile here so you could see how was it behaving, how did it behave around the value area high or the POC, how can you decide on a trade? Okay, here we are. You can see price had a crazy pump all the way here, came down, range, perfect hit to the value area high, came down all the way down from Tokyo. Tokyo started dumping us all the way into Hong Kong, and then Hong Kong started the pump all the way into the Euro Brinks session or the London session. So London set the high of day. So if you were to trade this yesterday and you had this fixed range volume profile charted out, you would wait for this. You would see this, you'd say, okay, I'm gonna short it. Probably you'd get stopped out here, or you'd wait and you'd get stopped out here. Then you take another chance, you short it. Once you get here, you'd say, I'll wait for the value area low. There's a high probability that you could get stopped out, so you don't have to wait for that. You wait possibly for a recovery of this insufficiency. Well, you recovered about halfway through, so that is a good take profit. Then you could wait for your next entry. You came up, you can see how you got rejected first wick over here, almost perfect at the value area high. Then you can enter another short with stops above the high over here. Then you carry it all the way down into the value area low. Alright, hope you liked the update. If you did, hit the like, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.